Hello, and welcome back to another video. Since you guys really loved my last video, I decided to make another one covering the best tips and tricks to make you a pro Fortnite mobile players. Before we start, please like and subscribe the video if you want more of these, and let's get into it. The first tip is not using one finger for the shoot button, build button, and the target edit button. This is a very important tip to improve your mechanics and free build, since if you use one finger to shoot, build, and edit, if you try to build and edit at the same time, you will find your finger confused, doing two things at the same time, and will limit your mechanics compared to if you use one finger for shoot and build, and then another one for edit and weapons. You will find it way more comfortable to do everything at the same time and won't be very hard. I know a lot of Fortnite mobile players do this, so that's why this tip is very important for everyone to know what holding their mechanics back. Now, the second tip is, do not use high graphics. No matter what high processor does your phone have, do not use high graphics since it'll only cause input delay and performance problems. I recommend you use low graphics with between 40 to 75 3D resolution. It will improve input delay and will make your gameplay smoother. Now for the third and very important tip, is hold jump to mantle. This is something that many people get wrong, and using the hold forward to mantle option, let me show you exactly why you shouldn't be using it. The first reason is because when using hold forward, you can very often mistakenly mantle like this. Compared to if you use hold jump to mantle option, you will find it way easier to control it and won't having mantle mistakes, which will also enable you to do that. Now, the fourth tip is using crosshair to edit. The reason it's so important is because if you use touch edit, your crosshair placement won't be good and consistent since you will need to use your thumb to edit, which leads to ruining your movement and crosshair placement. Here's an example. Compared to if you use crosshair to edit, your edits will be way more consistent with better crosshair placement and will eventually lead to you becoming a pro Fortnite mobile player. So if you already using touch edit, change it. Now for the fifth tip is using edit on release. This tip is up for debate, but in my opinion, us mobile players using edit on release off is too much actions for the fingers to do since you have to confirm every single edit, which causes you to have more responsibility on your fingers and how you use them. Also, using edit on release will eventually make you a faster editor and will help you adapt to a playstyle similar to Peterbot, since he actually uses edit on release, but after all, it's preference and do whatever suits you best. Tip number 6 is having disabled pre-edit off. Many of you might not know this, but having disabled pre-edit on will cause you to have an edit bug where your wall won't edit. You might have faced it already when you try to do triple edits like this. Compared to if you use disable, pre-edit off editing will feel way more smoother and won't have any bugs or something similar, and it will also allow you to do plays like pros do in competitive, which is replacing the enemy's wall with a pre-edit wall, which can sometimes be useful. Tip number 7 is having touch interaction mode off. Many mobile players use the easy interact mode, but in my opinion, it is too much on your screen, and just make it way less clean and nice. Or even using the in-word interaction mode is the same and could have you misclick picking up a gun. So you would definitely want to turn it off in my opinion, but if you like it and you think it helps you, go for it. Tip number 8 is finding your absolute perfect sensitivity. You may think it's an obvious tip, but in Fortnite Mobile, your sensitivity is very important. Adjusting every single option in your sensitivity, if it's your edits, vertical sensitivity, build sensitivity. Everything is very important to make you a better player. Even if you already have a good sensitivity, try to raise some of them up and see how you play. Take for example, I've had a good sensitivity with 85% edit and 11% general touch. I wanted to try higher sense so I could be to my full potential. So I raised my edit to 100% and general touch to 13%, and it got me playing better and faster. So try to adjust your sensitivity to perfection. It'll definitely make you improve. Tip number 9 is finding the absolute perfect HUD. Once again, you guys may think it's an obvious tip, but it isn't for Fortnite Mobile. Your HUD is extremely important when it comes to this game, because there is a lot of buttons and controls to master when designing your HUD. If your HUD isn't optimized to make your display to your potential, something needs to change. If you want to find a good HUD, I have made a full guide on how to find the best HUD for Fortnite Mobile. And now for the final tip, is play at least 3+ finger claw. Playing with a good HUD requires at least 3 fingers. I suggest you use even 4, but if it's really hard for you, then just try 3, because trust me, it will absolutely change the way you play and will open more doors for improving. So guys, this is it for this video. If you enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe. I put a lot of time into these videos, and I'll see you guys next time.